I fix my eyes on Christ. I fix my eyes on Christ.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Colton's Reviews, the show where I review Bibles and theology stuff that I find interesting and fun. So today we're looking at another Bible and my favorite format of Bibles, and that being a journaling Bible or a wide margin Bible, however you want to put it. I know there's some differences between the two, but nonetheless, I like to be able to write in my Bible. And this is a New American Standard Journal the Word Reference Bible. And this is the 1995 edition of the New American Standard text. The Bible itself is much newer than that. Not quite sure when this came out, but this is it. So if you look at the box here, it comes with this sleeve. It's more of a sleeve than a box, I guess. But in the sleeve, there's kind of some basic features on the front there. It's the New American Standard, lay flat. Has the comfort print, which is great. And also, you can see all these cool features on the back. You notice this is brown leather soft overboard. So this is not like a premium Bible. You can find this for a fairly decent price. But don't let the fact that it's not like leather or goatskin leather deter you. This is an awesome addition, especially the cover. I really like the cover, and I'm going to show you why here in a second. So there's all the features. Lots of good stuff. Okay, so let's look at the Bible. Here it is. Okay, and now immediately you're going to notice that this cover, it is, that hard cover, brown leather, soft, overboard. Man, doesn't it look beautiful? It has this kind of cool double stitching thing going on the outside. It has this two-tone kind of look to it. This is NASB Journal the Word Reference Bible, NASB zondervan. And then we got the stitching kind of comes over the back and around. And then notice over here, it's just one solid color on the back. So, interesting design. I think it looks really beautiful. By the way, I buy all these Bibles myself. And this is one that I call a vault Bible that I intend to get to one of these days to read through this edition. And I love reading in the New American Standard. It's not the translation I go to most of the time, but it is an awesome translation, and I reference it every time I do sermon prep. It's a great, especially the 95. I'm a big fan. The only kind of downfall I would say with the construction, at least in mine, on the bottom you can see it's got a brown tail band, and it looks right. But then when you flip it over to the top, the tail bands kind of come apart. Now, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not, if this is supposed to be more glued together, or if that's no big deal. Doesn't matter, it's still holding up well. So anyway, there's that. Now let's crack it open and take a look. So inside, we have this kind of cool pattern here. Obviously, it's paste down construction. I've already put my name in there, and I do that to my vault Bibles so that I won't end up giving them away or selling them when I've determined to read through one in particular. So has a simple, this Bible belongs to. I like that. And really here in the beginning, some of the copyright information, some of the stuff there from the beginning, tells you where it was printed, which is in China. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything wrong with the quality of this Bible. As a matter of fact, I think the quality of this Bible is excellent. And you can see right away we have two-tone colors here. We have red and black, and that's going to be throughout the text. We have this deep sort of maroon red color, and then the black text, and you already see that in the table of contents here. And this is pretty much a no-nonsense Bible. They have the preface and principles of translation, all that stuff, and then it just gets right into the text, front and back, as you'll see here in a second. It's just mostly about the text. And look at this layout. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the layout. We have that beautiful comfort print. We have the red accent colors and the red accent verse numbers there in the references. Just a lovely design, and I really like it a lot. Ample margin space, and it's lined. I actually really dig lined margins sometimes. Now, I'm a big fan of just wide margins in general, so but especially on these kind of hardback editions that are more workhorse kind of Bibles, I think the lined paper helps keep things really neat when you're writing notes. So I really like that. And then here's a view of kind of the 2-column layout, and I have the references, as you can see, in the inner margin, which I think is a brilliant use of space, right? So we have text, we have references in the inner margin, and then all this where you write. And I think this works so well, especially for writing, because it is a single column format in the text. Wherever you're writing, you can always be attaching it to certain sections, and you won't get lost in, where your notes are supposed to connect. So really great addition here. Some more. Let's have a look at the New Testament. It has 2 ribbons. They're just average. Now, because this is verse by verse, you're not going to get any like poetic settings, just, like special poetic settings. You really just get verse by verse layout throughout. And it is a red letter edition. Now, that's fascinating, right? So here in the New Testament, we have the dark red for the chapter numbers and for the section headings, and then a lighter red for the text. Now, even though it is a lighter red, don't be deceived. It is very readable and still quite dark and pronounced. It's just not this kind of burgundy maroonish dark. So it differentiates itself well. So look through some of the New Testament. And then when we get to the back, we're in Revelation, and really all there is after Revelation are these things that Zondervan has been putting in their Bibles as quick little helps. So miracles of Jesus, parables of Jesus, perspectives, prayers of the Bible, promises from the Bible, and then after that, nothing. No naps, nothing like that, because that's not what this Bible was made for. This Bible was made for note-taking, personal devotion. It's a workhorse, right? So we don't have the things that aren't really the goal of this Bible in here. There's no concordance, no maps, nothing like that. So I really like this layout, especially for a Bible at this price range. Let me see, what did it say here? The recommended price, I think, $60, but you can get it for quite a bit cheaper than that. Now, one thing about it is a thick Bible. It has definitely some girth to it, but it's not really big with regard to how tall it is or wide it is. It's a hand-sized Bible for me. Now, granted, I do have bigger hands, but this is a great size. I really like it a lot. One of the things I'm probably going to do whenever I do use this one to read through, which who knows how long that'll be, is I'll probably buy one of those adhesive pen loops and attach it here so I can have my pen with me at all times. But anyway, great Bible, especially if you're looking for something that's a little more affordable, that has the wide margin features, the note-taking features, all the things that I personally love in a Bible for a price that is not up there with the goat skins and the $100, $200 range. This is just an excellent addition to have. So anyway, that's been it for this one. I will have some links down in the description, as I always do, for where you could purchase this. I think christianbook.com has it, but I'll throw some if I can find it on Amazon down there as well. That's going to do it for this one. If you don't mind, go ahead and push that thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you haven't. We'd greatly appreciate that. I really enjoy getting to do this, and I do this just for fun. So jump on board with me. We're going to have a good time. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.